Human. I'm Alan Osborne. How's that headline grab you? It ought to grab you, because I tell you what, it's better than the TDC thing that we saw today. I can tell you that. Let's talk about this. $500 million of development fraud. I didn't get any response to how to catch a felony unlicensed contractor from Mike Atkins. So I'm gonna get everybody involved in this one, because this one, I won't start by beating up Mike, because right now, I think there's been at least $500 million of development fraud created over the Sandestin development of regional impact. I believe it's occurred because people have covered up the truth. And how it happens is this. These people right here are in charge of a staff. And the staff knows that the developer has falsely reported for 10 years of compliance. And the staff knows that they're not compliant. Yet the staff's given certificates of occupancy that banks use to fund loans. And that, my friends, is when the private market depends on the public's trust to make sure that nothing's going wrong. But Sandestin DRI has been out of compliance with drainage and traffic, and the county's known it for about 11 years. And they didn't cause it, the guys behind me. Hear me, Mikey? Or Mike, excuse me, I don't want you to compare with the other guy, you're half his size, but talking to you right there in the groin. That's right. You guys are letting it go on. So it doesn't matter what happened. I heard that, let's move forward. It'd be insane to keep doing the same thing. Well, you are. You're doing it with Clay Atkinson, and you're doing it with the Sandestin development of regional impact. You're continuing to approve stuff that has no infrastructure and is in non-compliance. And you guys, and this guy, who we just listened to tonight with a potato chip bowl on his head, and his cousin, and his friend at the state attorney's office that won't look into it. In fact, they wanted to sue me with the same firm that is defending these guys, because this guy didn't want to get in trouble a long time ago and tell the truth. But right now it's these guys and this guy who are letting people like this break the law. And you know what's happening? They've borrowed $500 million. Now, folks, and Sheriff Atkinson, this is fraud of the highest level. And so far, county commissioners, Dana Matthews helped try to get the sheriff in Grand Fountain to be able to sue me because I wanted this enforced 10 years ago, and the sheriff ain't looked at crap. He met with me and Johnny Smith, and be happy to any day the sheriff wants to debate the facts. We'll sit down and do it on live TV. But there's been $500 million, and there continues to be. There ain't no this moving forward speech. You might be with the TDC. Who cares? The bottom line is you're moving forward with Clay Atkinson, Scott Brandon, and some others, Matt Carpenter, who have known about the lie forever. And Glywell demanded 4 years ago, there wasn't no such thing as one Walton when Danny was running. He said, mark my words, if I don't do what I say. Well, Danny told us he'd get the information on that. And folks, Sandestin and the Bay pollution and the nitrogen levels, it's right before your eyes. But these guys and this guy, with the help of this guy, get old, this guy, and Barry Jones. They've helped somebody do this, in my opinion. I'm Alan Osborne. And if these kind of things bother you, and you think something should happen, maybe we should ask the governor, why is this guy not doing something about it? And why is he not openly asked this guy's staff to request an investigation? And if they know that the annual report is false, why are we spending that kind of money to do this? I'm Alan Osborne. Y'all keep them straight out here. I'll talk about Clay and some other things real soon. See you real soon.